Stand by, recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to EHC-TV. I'm Khalil King.
And I'm Camder.
Cam, it's a little bit unusual not having Will by my side, but I am so excited to do this with you today. I know you to be an expert with sports, and speaking of that, it was really exciting to see you counteract in the debate in the cafeteria, discussing who is the best overall team on campus. That was really awesome.
Well, Khalil, it's definitely the softball team. Just gonna put that in there. Also, I am very passionate about sports, and I am very excited to have Jordan Grant from the men's basketball team on with us today. Who do you have?
I have Luis Ramirez on today. He's from the Raíces Club. He's a very impressive and engaged freshman on campus. He's super active, so I'm really excited to talk with him about everything he's involved in. And we will now swing it over to Luke Montalbano with this week's news update.
Hello, I'm Luke Montalbano bringing you this week's news update. Due to an ever-increasing demand for nurses in the region, Emory and Henry has established its first ever RN to BSN program and is now enrolling students to start classes in the fall. Courses are offered online in hybrid format for the convenience of the working adult. Sandra R. Farmer, DNP, MSN, RN, an Aberdeen resident, is the director of the program, in which housed in the School of Health Sciences in Marion. The Marsh Regional Blood Center will conduct a blood drive on campus today, February 12th, from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The mobile will be parked in front of the Ampersand Center. Walk-ins are welcome. Please remember to bring an ID and allow time to sign up for the process if you have not donated with Marsh in the past. The students of the Multicultural Student Association and the Inclusion and Dialogue Center celebrate Black History Month, February 2019, with several events. Please mark your calendars for these events and stay tuned for more. February 14th, Valentine's Day, Candygram. February 21st, Surviving E&H College History. Words of encouragement from former E&H students of color, February 28th. And then Black History Movie Night, which will be Black Klansman. March 2nd will be Step Up Workshop and Step Show. Contact Peter Stevenson for more information. That's all the news I have this week. I'm Luke Montalbano. Let's now throw it over to Khalil King for this week's feature interview.
The Raíces Club is a club that is focused on highlighting and exposing the influence of Hispanic and Latino community on this campus. And today we have a freshman who's very involved with this process, Luis Ramirez. Ramirez. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Of course, of course. So we're talking about the Raíces Club. Can you go ahead and better express what the club is all about?
Yeah, for sure. So Raíces is a Hispanic and Latino club here at Emory and Henry. We focus a lot on spreading our culture, our music, events that we have in our in our culture, and I think it's important here because the Hispanic Latino population is small on campus, so we want to bring back to like how can we make it larger. And even if you're not Latino or Hispanic, you can also like get educated and bring ideas of your own to the organization. So yeah.
Awesome. I was able to enjoy the event you did last week, and I noticed that you guys have an event this month too for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that and that's gonna entail?
Yeah. So we are making candy roses made of Jolly Ranchers. So if you have a crush on campus, you can like buy one for that person, and it's $1 each. So just give me her or his email address, full name, and on Valentine's Day they'll get an email say they have a special gift, and they come pick it up.
Nice. So you guys are seeking to educate the campus on cultural issues. What do you think that's going to provide for the E&H community?
I think that's going to provide a lot of acceptance to other people, like the diversity that there's here on campus. Like I was saying, there's a lot of white population on campus, and sometimes we don't really know a lot about other people's culture. So I think just being more educated on that is going to bring us together more.
Certainly, I see that in Southwest Virginia and Emory and Henry, the influence of Hispanics and Latinos are really rising. How did you hear about Emory?
So during high school, I used to come play pickup soccer game, and I met a lot of people, I guess, that were already playing soccer in college, and they told me, you should come join the soccer team, and then they gave me tours around the campus. So I heard it from friends, just soccer pickup games, so that's how I heard from Emory. Yeah.
That's awesome. I know you're a Bonner as well as myself, and I know how good that is and how lucky we are. But in conjunction with soccer and Bonner, how did you hear about Raíces?
So Raíces was an organization that was made a couple years ago, but it didn't really take off. And again, I think it has to do a lot with the amount of minorities that are here that's very low. So we kind of like try to pick it up a little bit more now and get more people involved, for sure.
Nice. I'm really excited about this upcoming event that you have. It's a dance. I'm taking ballroom dancing. I'm becoming more smooth on my feet. So when is this dance, and what is this going to entail? It's going to be some salsas?
Yeah. So I'm actually one of the instructors with Alicia Moreta. So we're going to be teaching bachata, salsa, cumbia, a little bit of everything. So it'll be Saturday night. We still have a little more details to accomplish on the dance. But yeah, it'll be Saturday night. And yeah, spread the word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a free or paid for event?
It's going to be free.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody can come in and do their thing.
Awesome. And let's say I'm someone out there that wants to be a part of the Raíces Club. You guys are pretty accepting everyone, or what does that process look like?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to be Hispanic or Latino or a minority. If you want to just come and like participate or help with anything, you're welcome to like come and join. So you can email me. Our advisor is Mariano Ayala. So you can contact him as well, and yeah, for sure.
Cool. For my last question, I want you, if you can, to offer a little bit of time management advice for anyone out there. And that's a lot to be coming from a freshman. You're a soccer player, Bonner Scholar involved with this, in your civic innovation major, which is already out there dealing with the community at large. So what is it, man? How do you do it? And you're a commuter.
Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough for sure. I think just identifying your priorities, what you have to do more than like, for example, if you have a homework due or a test to study for tomorrow, like focus on that and not go to like a party, I guess, I don't know, or I guess take care of yourself as well. Exercise like that, but make sure you focus on your priorities first. And I think you should be good. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to learning from you on this dance and definitely participating on it. And don't worry, I will be spreading the word.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out
today,
brother.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. I will now send it back over to Luke Montalbano with this week's sports update.
Hello, I'm Luke Montalbano bringing you this week's sports update. It was a busy week for the Wasps, so let's get started on the diamond. The baseball team traveled down to Georgia to open their season against Berry College in a 3-game series. The Wasps would lose 2 out of the 3 games this week. Their next series will take place on Friday and Saturday when they travel back to Georgia to play Covenant College. The softball team opened their season against 6th nationally ranked Christopher Newport University. The Wasps would split 2 games with the captains this series. Their next game will take place on Saturday as they will partake in the Piedmont College Invitational. Moving on to the basketball court, the men's team would lose their 2nd straight game on Saturday as they would fall short to Virginia Wesleyan University on the road. Junior Daniel Spencer led the way with 23 points. Their next game will be on the road tomorrow as they will travel to Guilford to face the Quakers. The women's team would have a favorable game this weekend as they would beat Randolph College 71-49. Senior Taylor Blevins would lead the way with 21 points. The Wasps will finish their amazing season with 2 home games against Hollins University and Bridgewater College this week. That's all the news I have for you this week. I'm Luke Montalbano. Have a great day, Emory. Let's now throw it over to Cam Durr for this week's sports interview.
I'm Cam Durr with this week's sports interview. Today I have with me freshman basketball player Jordan Grant. Jordan, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
For starters, you're all the way from Orlando, Florida. It's a bit of a transition, but how has Emory helped?
You know, it's been kind of tough. You know, coming from a bigger city, leaving my family behind, my friends. You know, it's been tough. But coming here, Emory, the campus and the people were really welcoming. So it felt like I was back at home again.
It's definitely an adjustment with the weather, I can assume.
Yeah, it's a little too cold up here.
During your time at Olympia High School, you had some very impressive numbers. The team won more games than they ever did before you came. How has the transition from high school to the collegiate level been?
It's most definitely a step up, school and basketball-wise. School-wise, you know, in high school you can kind of go to class, go to school every day and just pass through without, you know, putting too much effort in. But with college, you know, you have to get ahead. You know, I learned a valuable lesson with time management. And then on the court, you know, it's different. You know, the game's a lot faster. But Coach Wilson does a great job with helping me and teaching me and guiding me to be the best I can be.
And Colin Molden has been injured since the game versus EMU. How have you stepped, like, as a freshman, what is it like to step up and fulfill his role?
You know, that's a big role to step in, some big shoes to fill. But, you know, my teammates and my coaches, you know, they trusted me and they pushed me to be the best I can be, you know. So filling his shoes, you know, it wasn't easy at the beginning. You know, I'm still not done. We got a long way to go, but I'm working hard every day, trying to be the best I can be and push my teammates to be the best they can be.
The team has faced a little bit of adversity this year, you know, with some injuries and some people quitting. But has that affected the team chemistry at all?
I think it has. You know, I think it's affected us in a positive and a negative way. In the positive way, you know, adversity is good for every team. You know, everybody has it, every school. But, you know, we're the type of team, we're not going to give up. You know, we're going to keep pushing, we're going to keep fighting. So those little things, those are just challenges and obstacles in our way. And, you know, we got through it. We're still getting through it. It's tough, but the team chemistry, it most definitely has gotten better. You know, the beginning of the season, you know, we had 5 freshmen coming in, and so, you know, it was hard, everybody getting along. You know, we're all from different places. But the team chemistry has gotten a lot better. You know, we're hanging out more, we're doing more things on and off the court together. So, you know, it's all fun.
And Coach Wilson's built the basketball program in his last 6 years being here. What is playing for such a successful coach? What has that taught you in terms, like, of being a better person on and off the court?
Coach Wilson is great. That's the first thing. You know, off the court, you know, I don't even look at him as a coach. You know, it's more of like a mentor, somebody who's there for me. You know, he's always motivating me and telling me to be better than I am yesterday. You know, so. You know, it's always a good thing with Coach Wilson. He always tries to keep you positive and keeps me on the right track. On the court, you know, he pushes me every day. He pushes everybody every day in practice. You know, he's a great guy. Yeah.
It's getting late in the season. You've dropped the last 2 conference games. How is Coach Wilson and how is the team getting prepared for the ODAC tournament coming up?
We're working hard every day. You know, every week we go from weights to film to practice. You know, and the coaches do a great job with film and scouting report. You know, getting ready for the next game, practicing. You know, we're going through their plays and trying to be the best we can and give ourselves the best opportunity to win the game. So, you know, we're working really hard. You know, we dropped the last 2 games, but they were close games. So we look to come back tomorrow and Saturday, and we look to get those wins. So we're trying to be the best we can be going into the postseason.
And I hope that you guys get that win tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's all for this week's sports interview. I'm Cam Durr.
Hey Emery and Henry, this is Amy Jaramillo. I'm filling in for today's rant, and my rant should probably be about why Sam Mungai is in France and I'm not. But I'm going to try not to hate on him too much, but we miss you, Sam. What I really want to talk about is the show This Is Us. If you don't know, This Is Us follows this one family, and it jumps around through timelines, so you might think that you know what's going on, but you don't. And it will definitely play a symphony on your heartstrings. I don't think I have made it through an episode without crying, at least in the last 3 minutes, if I thought that I made it that far. And it is the Stallone of cliffhangers. So when I had, about 2 weeks ago, logged into Hulu to see the show and saw that it was a 2-part episode, I just thought, I can't do this. If the regular cliffhangers are that intense, I just can't watch this 2-parter and be waiting an entire week. And normally, I'm a binge watcher. I wait until this show is not just a season over, but it's canceled. And it's probably binge watchers like me and maybe some of you at home that gets these shows canceled prematurely because we're messing with the ratings. But this show, This Is Us, I tune in every week. Except this time I decided I was going to be patient and wait an entire week. So I log in last Wednesday and it's not there. And I'm checking my calendar, making sure it's Wednesday. I know it can pop up on Hulu by that time. And I can't find it, so I go to my best friend, ask my best friend, Google, and I'm trying to scroll, miss any type of spoiler alerts about what happened in the first season, and I find out that what happened is that even though the show was already on hiatus for December holidays, it went back on hiatus for the State of the Union, which is fine, except that because of the government shutdown, they postponed the State of the Union. Because all the important people there, I guess, couldn't get the bodyguards together, and I'm not sure how they scrounged them together to feel comfortable in the next couple of days, but they did it. And basically the point of the story being that I didn't need to miss the show. It could have aired at its regular time. And it just goes to show that this government shutdown is affecting things from people not being able to complete purchasing a home, to air traffic controllers not going to work because they're not being paid, so I won't be taking any flights, I don't know about you, to just these like very first world problems of I can't even watch my show on time. So in conclusion, I guess I just want to say that that's how I feel about it. So I'm going to send it back over to Cam and Khalil to close the show, and maybe I'll see you next time something gets on my nerves.
Sam, Louise is a piece
Cam?
of work. Cam. I think we're all missing Sam Mungai, so I think that rant was very relevant. But Louise was so kind, you know, speaking to the character he is. He was able enough to spread culture by giving me one of these Mexican drinks today.
That's
and
awesome.
I'm extremely grateful for that.
And Jordan, he's a great guy. He's great on the basketball court. I'm really excited to see him play tomorrow. I'm really hoping they can pull out this win tomorrow too.
I know, we got to get this dub. Now, I forgot to, you know, extend you a happy Valentine's Day. I don't know if you got any, one in your corner right now, a lover on the side, but
Definitely not.
I've definitely.
I appreciate it.
You're not about the Valentine's Day thing?
No, I'm going to have a nice Galentine's Day with all my
Galentine's Day?
girlfriends. Yes.
Nice.
Definitely.
Yeah. I have quite a few Valentines. I got my advisor. She's been pretty amazing. And I guess it's just more so for people that I appreciate. But
You lying.
the truth comes out. It comes out. But I am really looking forward to that. A lot of people doing Galentine's things, doing a lot of dances. So
Definitely.
it'll be enjoyable.
Regardless, we'll have a good time on Thursday.
Most definitely. And we will see you later. Make sure to tune in with us next week. I'm Khalil King.
And I'm Cam Durr.